This was the deal from a guy that I buy stuff from. My storage guy picked up an Xbox, PS1, a Game Boy. I believe it's a red Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket Red, N64 with expansion. Some controllers over here, PS4 controller, more controllers back there. Couple of Game Boy Colors. I know there's a Game Boy Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Red, Kirby, and I think altogether, not I think, it was $175, which is a little high, but I should be able to double up at least. I usually just pay him 50% of what I get, so about once I pay $175, I should get easily $300 later. At the Goodwill, this is probably the pickup of the year. Pickup LOL Remix for the Switch for $6, and that is all for the baby, so she will enjoy it. $6 later. This was a Facebook deal. Paid $20 for a Sega Genesis, and I believe, yeah, there's a Game Gear in there also. And altogether, $20 is not a bad deal. It's a Model 2. Probably not worth much, but for the Game Gear and that, 20 is not bad at all. Later. So this was a Facebook deal. Picked up Custom Robo, Illusion of Gaia, Seeking Out Evermore, and Super Mario World. Altogether, $60. I'm keeping Custom Robo and Seeking Out Evermore. I should be able to get 40 for those two. So basically pay 20 for that and that later. This was an offer up deal. Paid 40 for everything. Some N64 cards. Blitz, Resident Evil 2, Banjo-Kazooie, Star Fox, GoldenEye, F-Zero GX, and this Resident Evil 2 Director's Cut, but it's a double disc, which I never seen before. But maybe I have, but I don't remember seeing it. I only remember a single case or single jewel case. But for $40, it's not a bad deal at all. Later. This was a Facebook deal. Paid $30 for the Commodore box. No Commodore, but it's an excellent condition. So it'll be an upgrade for me since I'm getting ready to sell the other one. And then I also picked up Conquer and beautiful Katamari. So altogether, $30 is not a bad deal at all, especially for that. It's an excellent box with the inserts. Later. So at the pawn shop over here, she wanted $5 to $10 a game, but then they checked the prices. So I ended up paying $25 for these two, the Yakuza 3 and Saw 2. This game goes for about $55. So for $25, it's still not a bad deal. I can get 18 for this one, maybe 17, and keep this one for maybe what, $8. So not a bad deal at all. Later. This was a Facebook deal. Paid $80 for the Beatles Rock Band. Not bad. This goes for about $250 all day. So all complete for $80. Later. So this was an offer up deal. It's from the same person that I bought the N64 games not too long ago. He had this posted for $90, but it looked really beat up and dusty. He kind of hit me up and said, how much would you be willing to give me? I said he had no controllers, no cables or anything like that, and the suspension lid is missing. So I told him 25 if he wanted. He said yes, and this is what it is. Moment of truth is whether or not it has an expansion pack, and it does. So it's a really good deal for 25. I should be able to sell this for 80, and then the expansion pack for at least 35 or 40. So a really good deal there. Kind of dusty, but it should be all set. Later. Alright guys, so here might because for the last month and a half or so, as you know, or may know, I've been gone for a little while. I moved. I basically started the game room. I moved in and I done pretty good. I'm not gonna show too much, but the game room is moving well. There's plenty of stuff to show. we'll get started right away. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of decent stuff I got to add to the collection. There's some really, really good stuff in the next coming weeks. I just don't have enough space to show everything at once. So I'm going to try to do 2 or 3 videos and just make sure that I show everything, or whatever I have kept. It's been a long time since I recorded, so half of the stuff I don't remember how much I paid, so I hope you bear with me. I will start with this. Picked up this Rock Band Beatles. This is actually not the Beatles one complete one, the one that kind of has all the fancy drums and stuff, but it's still pretty good to have. I paid $80 for it. My kids all of a sudden want to play this, and I know it's worth a decent amount of money. So for $80, it's still an extremely, extremely good deal. And the next thing I believe was Facebook. I paid $30 for the Commodore box. It's mint in its excellent condition with all the inserts, and it also had beautiful Katamari and Conquer Live and Reloaded. This game goes by itself for over $30, so very happy to pick this box. I sold the other one, and I'll get to put Jason Vetrick's Commodore in here, so very happy to pick this up. The next thing from Goodwill, picked up LOL Remix for $6, I believe. This was a long time ago, so again, bear with me. The next thing was from, I believe, was Facebook. I paid, I would say $60. That's gonna be my guess for Custom Robo, Secret of Gaia, Secret of Evermore, and Super Mario World. I'll get to keep Custom Robo and Secret of Evermore. For some reason, I couldn't find it on mine, so for those, I paid $60. I should sell most of the stuff and ended up paying only $20 for those 2 games. So that's a really good deal there. From my storage guy, this deal is a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff is sold. I think I'm going to include a picture of everything together in the trunk of the car. The things that I got to keep was this this Game Boy Color and this beat up white Game Boy Advance. There's also a red Game Boy Pocket that I just cannot find, but that one is also included in the deal. It had an Xbox, it had a PlayStation, it had a PlayStation Vita, it had a whole bunch of Pokemon games, it had some even N64 games. I believe Kirby was there. I'll take a pic, I'll show you the picture, and that was a really good deal. I believe I paid $120. It could be $150, but again, it was such a long time ago that I can't remember. Goodwill. A lot of the Goodwill stuff sold, but I did keep Super Smash Bros. For $2.99 and Bloody Roar 3. Corey Seismer tells me it's a really cool game, so I'm going to try it out and play it. The next thing was I believe Facebook, $20. I picked up a Sega Genesis 2. I don't have it here, with X-Men, Sonic 2, Jungle Book, Lion King, Mortal Kombat, Spots, Hard Driving, NBA Live 95, and actually, which is a surprise, a working Game Gear. And for that, I paid $20, which is an excellent deal. If the Game Gear works, it's really, it makes the deal worth a lot more. A Game Gear working these days is at least $60 all day. The next thing, I don't know where I put it, but I picked up Yakuza 3 and Saw 2 for, I believe that was $25. This game by itself is going for about $60. So very happy to add that to the collection. I sold the Yakuza since I already had it, and that makes makes the game almost free. So very happy to pick that up. The next thing was I believe it was Facebook. If I am correct, yes, it was Facebook. I picked up, no, actually, OfferUp, sorry. I picked up a whole bunch of games. I believe everything was $40. NFL Blitz, 007, Banjo-Kazooie, Resident Evil 2, Star Fox, F-Zero X, and let me go over here so I can get something else I need. I picked up also Resident Evil Director's Cut, is the double jewel case, which I didn't have and I never seen before, but a lot of people tell me that's pretty common. But still, it's a game that easily goes for maybe $40, and with all that and all those games for $40 altogether is a fantastic deal there. From the same guy, he basically called me later and he told me he had an N64. He wasn't sure if it was working. It had a black lid. When I opened it, it actually had an expansion pack in it, so I paid $20 or $25 for this ice blue N64 expansion pack and a black lid. The expansion pack obviously sells for 40 plus, and this one easily could sell for $100. So that was a great deal there. And I believe the last deal that I'm going to show today, it was a, was this Facebook? I believe it was Facebook. He started posting things one at a time. I basically asked him if I can bundle certain things. He said yes. This is what I picked up. The first thing is this Nintendo case in really good shape. You get to put the zapper in there and all that fun stuff. And I believe the system, actually, I don't know if the system goes inside of here. So carts and zapper going here. I paid, I'm gonna say $100, but I'm really not sure. So that was that. Included a complete blue N64 controller, which I didn't have. So very happy to add that to the collection. The games that came with them were Beyond Oasis, Mario Golf, Ogre Battle 64, and then I picked up the pickup of the week. So this was a Facebook deal. The guy had posted a whole bunch of stuff. I kind of picked through it, and I'm paid $110 for everything. In here, there is a Sonic 3, a complete blue N64 controller. Mario Golf is down there, and a few other games. Beyond Odyssey, StarCraft, Castlevania, and Legacy of Darkness, which is like a $75 game. So $110 for everything. It's actually a good, decent deal. So very happy about that. Later. So the pickup of the week was Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. It's actually an upgrade for me. Mine was a little beat up. This is a game that's becoming very rare, or at least hard to find. So I'm very excited to be able to add it to the collection. It's in really decent shape. It has a little ink right here, but I haven't even tried to clean it up yet. But very happy to pick this up. Excellent condition. The label was perfect, and that's kind of like what I like to do, especially for my box stuff. My box stuff I keep over here, and I know they have the box down here for it, so I like to put my box stuff in the best condition that I can find. The last month and a half have been great. Like I said, stick around. There's some really good stuff coming. The lighting, I hope it's okay. I'm working on getting better lighting for the room. I don't know how the sound is gonna be, so I hope that that's okay also. But like I said, I'm very happy, very grateful to be able to pick up the stuff that I had, and be happy to be back around. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. Later.